G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time, I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On play action, they'll throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the income. Here we go. Black, 95.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the open opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Cook on the read option. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, we'll start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson. You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Brian Robinson Jr., his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The throw over the middle taken in, and they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
The Titans at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. York, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
I called the pick before
It'll
it
be a gain
happened.
of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
I knew where he was looking.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen with Davis. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jones will come now in motion right. Fournette running out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second and 3.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Black Ultra.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Ready. 10 black.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Ready. Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I called the
These
pick
two
before it
teams met
happened.
in Indy
I
earlier
knew
in the
where
year
he
with
was
the Colts
looking.
coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. From the gun, a give to Davis.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
They'll get that complete to Alberto. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Oh, this is blocked. And the Titans pick it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now Jackson on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend, because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there, because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
On second down, Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
102 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away, as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step it?
And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans.
There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you got to take care of the rock.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And my goodness, another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And now here is another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete to Dotson. 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Jackson.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Justin Jefferson, 65 yards. And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They begin with a run by Davis. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Now Jackson getting this ball out wide for Davis.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards for number 11.
Play action. It's Jackson. Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Cook up the gut. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
James Cook.
33 yards.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And their four-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready, set.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Ready, go.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense can very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
13.
Up the middle to Davis. And some room to work. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Colts are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in. Now the ball comes loose. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They go play action now. Jackson. A dump off for Davis. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
They're going to keep it on the ground, and he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
A tackle made by J.T. Woods. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very competent runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statistician.